Hi, and welcome back to Cooper's Words of Wisdom. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing you the after story. So like what happened after Jesus' birth. Now we're all familiar with the story of how Jesus was born, the Christmas story and all that. I posted a video. If you have not seen it, just look at my most popular videos. It's the top one so far. But let me read to you the after story of what happened after Jesus was born. I'm going to pick it up in Matthew 2. And it says, After Jesus was born in Bethlehem, in Judea, during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to the Jerusalem and asked, Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him. When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. So basically, when King Herod was not a big fan of Jesus. Jesus was like King Herod's target. So when he heard that Jesus was born, he heard the Messiah was born, he knew that this was his moment to go strike Jesus and kill him, and all the people in his kingdom agreed with him. And so that's why later in the story it's gonna say that they're escaping to Egypt, because that's what God told them to. They told him to escape. So it says, When he had called together all the people's chief priests and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Messiah was to be born. In Bethlehem in Judea, they replied, for this is what the prophet has written. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judea, are by no means least among the rulers of Judea. For out of you will come a ruler, who will shepherd my people, Israel. Then Herod called the Magi secretly and found them from the exact time the star had appeared, who would shepherd my people Israel. Then Herod called the Magi secretly and found out from the exact time the star had appeared. So this is not really the after story yet. It's kind of like what happened. So we got Jesus' perspective of how he was born and married Joseph. This is what happened on the other side. This is what King Herod's perspective is. And so this is kind of like during Jesus was born. And then in the next paragraph, I'm going to get after what happened after he was born, what Joseph and Mary had to do with taking Jesus and all that stuff. So it said, then Herod called the Magi secretly out and found them from the exact time the star had appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, Go and search carefully for the child. As soon as you find him, report to me so that I may too go and worship him. After they have heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen when it rose went ahead of them, until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route. And then it says, they escaped to Egypt. When they had gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. Get up, he said. Take the child and his mother. Escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for that child to kill him. So he got up, took the child and his mother during the night and left for Egypt, where he stayed until the death of Herod. Now I'm pretty sure I wasn't there, but if I was Joseph and Mary, I would be celebrating all night because Herod was dead. Now Jesus is no longer a target for now until he gets targeted by the Romans, and we'll get into that later. But so it says, and so was fulfilled what the Lord had said through the prophets. Out of Egypt I called my son. When Herod realized that he had been outwitted by the Magi, he was furious, and he gave orders to kill all the boys in Bethlehem and his vicinity, who were 2 years old and under, in accordance with the time he had learned from the Magi. Then what was said through the prophet Jeremiah was fulfilled. A voice is heard in Ramah, weeping in great mourning. Rachel was weeping for her children and refusing to be comforted, because they are no more. Then it says the return to Nazareth. After Herod died, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt. And he said, "Get up, take the children and his mother, and go to the land of Israel, for those who were trying to take the child's life are dead." Now I'm pretty sure he's kind of like, "Oh, thank the Lord. Now that they're dead, I can finally go and live my life I always wanted to live and raise Jesus the proper way he needs to be raised." So he got up, took the child and his mother, and went to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus was reigning in Judea in the place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there. Having been warned in a dream, he withdrew to the district of Galilee, and he went and lived in a town called Nazareth. So it was fulfilled what was said through the prophets, that he would be called a Nazarene. So basically that concludes today's story of what happened, kind of the other perspective during Jesus' birth and what happened after the birth. I just want to thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like, and share, and please stay tuned for more. And thank you.